Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jared Powley's Fragrance Reviews. So tonight we're going to be looking at a scent from the cosmetic house of Clinique. This came out in 1999, and this is Clinique Happy for Men. So this is a cologne concentration which supposedly will be weaker than an EDT eau de toilette or EDP eau de parfum. The bottle I have is the most recent formulation. I never smelled the original, which came out over 25 years ago, but I do remember seeing that fragrance at the Clinique counter, and I automatically thought it was a lady's scent for all these years. And I think the orange box threw me off a little bit. So I'm going to take this out of the box, and here's the bottle. I don't have the biggest bottle. This is not a very expensive fragrance, by the way. It's very reasonably priced. Give it a spray in the back where it is. A couple sprays. So initially, there's a very pleasing, intense burst of mandarin with kind of like a combination of a lime. And it has a definite aquatic style to it. As it dries down in the next couple minutes, it becomes softer, still with the sweet mandarin, loses a little bit of the lime, but there's the style is more of like a white floral. But I definitely start to take in kind of a green leafy scent as well. Then you ask about the late dry down, but unfortunately, there is no late dry down in this fragrance because after about 35-40 minutes, I can't even pick it up on my skin. Just this kind of faint orange musky smell. Still can smell now, still very pleasing. So this fragrance, this is the inherent problem, is the performance is poor, very poor. You're going to have to overspray. You're going to have to continually reapply. You're going to have to spray the clothes. And this, you could literally go through half a bottle in one day and still be frustrated with it. It's a very good price. So if that makes it where someone may want to try it. Some people have said they've got very good performance out of it, 12 hours. I don't see how that's possible. The original formulation, I'm not sure how it performed. I'm not sure if it had a different base, which would have made it stronger in its smell. But when we go to the note breakdown, the top notes were mandarin, lime, C notes, lemon, and green notes. So the top notes, I would say, are true to what I smelled. The mid notes, freesia, jasmine, lily of the valley, and rose. I do pick up these white florals. I don't get much of the rose. Later on, at the base of cypress, musk, cedar, and guaiac, I get none of that. And this is where I think possibly if there has been a reformulation, those notes are basically very, very toned down because the woodiness and the muskiness and the cypress, you would start to take that on later as the fragrance develops, but it never reaches that stage. So there's like the base notes aren't even existing in this fragrance. Overall, this is a very pleasant, appealing smell and style of fragrance, but the performance is so poor that I can't, and one of the worst I've ever encountered, it basically nullifies the virtues of the scent profile and the pleasantness of it because you just have to continually reapply it, and this can be, like I said, very frustrating, but almost within the first half hour it's transparent. There's no density, there is no like opacity to it that makes that you can pick up a scent waft or a scent trail, which is a big disappointment. And I'm not sure how this could pass through some of the the testers or in the market, that they would still produce something like this. This fragrance here, I had heard and I had read that it was very poor performance. And I'm always skeptical until I try it for myself. But even for me, it is not very good. And I would definitely, I don't know how the older formulations of this fragrance are, but for this one, unless you want it just for, this bottle would maybe last 2 or 3 days, because you're going to have to respray so often, or unless you have the body chemistry, you can get a lot of longevity out of it. But the consensus is the performance is very, very poor. So if you like this video, Hit the like button, the subscribe button, notification about any comments you have about this fragrance, Clinique Happy for Men. Or if you have any information about the original vintage, please leave it down below. I'd be more than interested to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.